Welcome to Westgate Chevrolet. Today I'll be doing a video walk around of our 2016 Chevrolet Tahoe. This vehicle is featured in our dark gray metallic paint alongside our chrome trim accents and our chrome alloy rims. Now onto the interior of the Chevrolet Tahoe. We have our black leather on our door panel as well as our chrome door handle and our lock and unlock buttons. Just down below we have our rear child locks as well as our rear window locks. We have our 4 automatic windows for front and rear. We also have our power fold-in mirrors as well as our power mirror adjustment with our joystick. Just down below, we have our presets for the memory seats in the vehicle, as well as here we have our nice wood paneling on the doors that's continued across the dash and the center console. We also have our storage compartment just below, and to the left of my foot is our Bose premium audio speaker. Just to the left of the steering wheel, we have our interior lighting dimmer switch. We also here have our daytime running lights, our 4-wheel drive system, as well as our towing option. Above that, we have our park assist, our lane keep assist, we have our traction control on or off, as well as our pedal adjustment. Here we have our odometer with a digital screen in the middle. That can be adjusted using the controls on the right side of the steering wheel. We can scroll through multiple options and display whatever we'd like. Go through the fuel economy, we can also pull up the radio or our phone, navigation, whatever you feel. We also have our voice commands located on the right side of the steering wheel, as well as our phone hang up or radio mute. On the left side, we have our heated steering wheel, which we have on now in the winter. We have our adaptive cruise as well as our normal cruise. The steering wheel is also leather wrapped. On the gear select stalk, we have our gear up and down manual option, also our towing option, and just push it in and down to use, classic GMC. On to the infotainment system. If we go and click the home button, we can see we have our audio phone projection for our phone as well as navigation up on the top. We also have our traffic lights for the navigation and simple things to use. Just down below that, we have our radio options as well as our media for phone, volume, as well as our tune. Below that's our climate control. We have a digital screen here to display the current temperature inside. Right now we have it cranked so it's on the high setting. We also have our AC, fan, fairly simple, fairly basic. Off, kind of contoured around the left and right side, we have our heated as well as vented seats. We also have an option for just the back to be heated. We have that, of course, on the passenger side as well. It's worth noting these are AC seats, not vented, so they will be a little bit cooler than the vented seats on other vehicles. On to the first storage compartment, we have our 12-volt connection. We also have our 2 USB ports. Under door number 2, we have our 2 cup holders. On top of the center console, we have Chevy's remote charging station. So if you place your phone on this while you're driving, it's going to charge, granted it's compatible with the remote charge. Inside, we have our owner's manual and a very, very deep center console. Off to the right side is the 2 USB ports as well as an auxiliary input. And on the left we have our 12-volt connection. The seats themselves feature our patent leather up above as well as our vented leather in the lower portion to allow for maximum breathability if you got those heated seats or cooled seats on. On the rearview mirror we have our OnStar command controls, as well as just above we have here our 3 garage door openers, our sunroof controls. We also have a button for our power liftgate. We can set it to max 3/4 or off depending on how wide we need it to open, and we can just push the button in to use it. In front of that we have here our sunglass holder portion here to be the children behind or any rear passengers in case you don't want to have to turn your head, and just above is our sunroof. Now onto the outside, you can see we have those chrome alloy rims. We have the chrome trim around the windows as well. You'll notice on each of the 4 door handles we have that button that's to lock and unlock the doors, granted the keys in your pocket. We also have our 35% tint on the rear, privacy glass. Around to the back, you can see we have our LED strip taillights, as well as our Tahoe logo in chrome on the rear. We go ahead and press under the handle. It'll open, same as the Escalade. From back here, we can take a peek at the right side, where we have the controls for the rear fold-down seats. We go ahead and lay those both flat for multiple storage, or for much more storage. If we go ahead and press the other buttons, we can also lay the bench seats flat as well, allowing for just a load of storage room. On now to the interior rear of the Tahoe. If we take a look at the door card, we can see we have that same black leather and chrome door handle. Also, we have a cup holder in the side, as well as our automatic window switch, a nice leather piece with our stitching, as well as our wooden panel. Speaker just down below. The topic is speakers. If we look at the back of the front seats, we also have 2 built in that's on both sides, as well as our leather magazine holder. If we take a look at the back of the center console, we have our classical charger, as well as our 12 volt on the other side. We also have here our heated seats for the rear, as well as our dual zone climate for the rear. We also have our SD card slot, USB slot, our DVI inputs, as well as our auxiliary and our volume for the DVD player above. If we go ahead and bring it down, we'll see play Blu-ray through it. If we go ahead and turn on the ambient lighting, you can see we have 3 LEDs as well for the rear. Might also notice each of the rear passengers has their own vent overhead, and the rear seats, for the bucket seats at least, feature our vented leather as well as our patent leather and gray stitching all the way down. We also have our armrests for the rear passengers. If we take a look at the far rear seats, right now we have the headrests folded down just so we can compress those seats or lay them down if we need them for storage. But we have that same patent leather with our vented leather lower down. And if we take a look at the far back, we can see there we also have our cup holder and storage compartment and our ambient lighting above. Thank you for watching this video walk-around of our 2016 Chevrolet Tahoe. Please subscribe to our YouTube channel, and we hope to see you in at Westgate Chevrolet sometime very soon.